Good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm Chad Millspont. I am the chairman of the Education Committee. I have Shannon Barnett, the chairman of the Community Service Committee. We are going to be going over a few things over the next couple of weeks leading up to strike, some things that you need to be aware of, and also what to expect when you go to do your strike duty. And now I'm going to turn it over to Shannon. She's going to go over some of those details with you.
Thank you, Chad. At the recent strike conference, we went over a few things that are going to be new, and I'll go over those in the end, but I just want to give a little background on what we do preparing for strike. First thing, we will organize what gates we are going to do. They will be different from 2019. We have less people, therefore we have less gates. So with that, we'll figure our people, figure our gates, and see how many we need at each location. We want to man those 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Second thing we like to focus on is accessing the members' needs, whether it be rent, mortgage, car payments, food insecurity, electric, water. We want to make sure we have our members covered so that they do not end up in a foreclosure, lose their vehicle, get their utilities cut off. So we will be accessing that, making letters that people can give their creditors, and hopefully keep people as is. Next thing we do is what we call peer-to-peer support. We will have people available that you can talk to in a private nature if you're having any kind of need as far as depression, medical, anything like that. We want to get you covered. We will be working closely with Matt Orrs, the EAP rep. We also have the chaplaincy committee, so that will be our peer-to-peer support. Again, the letters to creditors. We also are going to get with all the other committees on things that we need them to access and help other than the picket duty. Picket duty is very important, but also so are the kitchen help and sending people to make sure people are in the gates they're supposed to be at so you can get paid. We have all that we need to do. I want to remind people, you have to be a member in good standing the day before a strike begins. So if you are not sure, please make sure to get with Lou Ann down at the hall or interim hall and make sure you are up to date with your dues. If you are on sick leave or workman's comp, you are not eligible and you cannot be on the strike line until you are released to come back to work. If you are released during strike, we will give you safe passage through the gate to medical, get you back out, and take you down to the hall to get you signed up properly and put you where an opening is for picket duty. Also, we need to make sure that all your phone numbers and addresses are up to date. General Motors do not give us that on a regular basis. I believe it's been a year since I got the last one. So please be sure to update your name and address when you go to sign up for gate duty. And speaking of that, gate duty assignment will be done next week. We are tentatively looking at Wednesday and Thursday, both 6 to 6. I want to remind people this year, or this time around, we will not be taking care of moving people around. So make sure you get where you want, when you want, with who you want, because we do not have time to go through all that again. If you're on vacation, something happens, we will try to work with you, but it's going to be your responsibility to get somebody to trade you first. You got to do all your resources before you come to us. Also, something new this year that's through the International, we have no control. There will be 0 paper checks. No paper checks. We will be signing up at the hall electronically. We'd appreciate if you brought a tablet or a smartphone to make it go through faster. We're limited on how many computers we have to get that done. We will need your banking information. You will be inputting all that. We will not know that. That will be you. You will be signing up. Very few people have this, but it was brought up at conference. If you get paid by a pay card, if you don't have a bank, if you don't have a checking or savings, and you get the bank card from your employer, we need you to have the bank information on the back of that card. Preferably, we prefer to do it through your bank. If there's any questions, you can address those when you sign up for strike duty. I think that's all we've got, Chad.
Excellent. Just a couple of other things to bring up. I know the last time that we went out on strike, one very important thing to do is sign up for health care. you must sign up
Yes.
for health care. Okay, if you don't, you will not get paid. Okay,
Yes.
so make sure whenever that announcement comes out, you get signed up for health care. It's very important. You have to do it face to face. That means you have to literally come down to the hall or wherever they're going to have it at this year to do that.
Right.
Another thing too, last year when we went on strike, we had a lot of help and volunteers early on. Later on, it was when we started losing off on some of those folks. We need to keep as many people helping out in the kitchen and things like that. So volunteers would be greatly appreciated. We have the new hall down there. There's a lot of work going on with that. Come down and see it. It's going to be nice. But there's going to be more information coming out with Shannon, with the education committee, and the leadership leading up to the potential strike in September. So look for videos, look for information, look for flyers that will be headed your way here in the next 3 weeks or so.
I want to remind people too, we will only have medical. There will be no dental, vision, hearing, only medical. Also, with the down at the hall with people coming to help, I want to remind people that we are this week and next, the Community Service Committee will be taking letters to area businesses and sending them to people that were helping us last time, and we'll be putting that out there hopefully to get that help again. So if there's a business that you all know somebody at, please be sure to build us up and tell them we're going to need them.
Excellent.
That'll be all.
All right. In solidarity. Thank you.
See ya.